Hey everyone, welcome back to Deep History TV. Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful and long-lasting empires in world history, the Ottoman Empire. But before we begin, let me ask you this. How did a small Anatolian principality rise to dominate 3 continents? What role did legendary figures led by Osman I, Mehmed the Conqueror, and Suleiman the Magnificent play in shaping history? How did this empire manage to last for over 600 years? And what ultimately led to its collapse? Stick around, because this story has it all. Battles, intrigue, diplomacy, culture, and the rise and fall of one of history's greatest empires. At the end of the 13th century, the Byzantine Empire was crumbling, and Anatolia was a patchwork of small states. One of these was led by Osman I, a warrior chieftain who gave his name to the Ottomans. From modest origins, Osman's warriors relied on speed, strategy, and alliances. They weren't just conquerors, they were builders of a state. By combining Turkish, Islamic, and Byzantine influences, they laid the foundation for something much larger. But the question remains, how did this small principality succeed where so many others failed? As Mehmed the Conqueror set his sights on Constantinople, the jewel of Byzantium. Despite its mighty walls, the city fell after a dramatic siege, forever changing history. With Constantinople renamed Istanbul, the Ottomans gained not only a capital but also a symbol of legitimacy and power. The fall of the city marked the end of the Middle Ages and the beginning of a new era. But here's the big question. Was this just a conquest, or was it the birth of a true world empire? By the 16th century, under Suleiman the Magnificent, the Ottoman Empire reached its peak. From Hungary to the Arabian deserts, from North Africa to the gates of Vienna, Ottoman influence was unmatched. Suleiman wasn't just a conqueror. He was a lawmaker, a patron of the arts, and a visionary ruler. Under him, Istanbul became a center of culture, architecture, and scholarship. But here's what fascinates us. How did the Ottomans balance military might with cultural brilliance? The empire wasn't just about sultans and wars. Everyday life in the Ottoman world was a mix of cultures, languages, and religions. Muslims, Christians, and Jews lived under the millet system, which gave communities autonomy in religious affairs. Trade routes connected Europe and Asia, filling Ottoman markets with silk, spices, and treasures. Istanbul's Grand Bazaar bustled with life, while coffeehouses became places of debate and storytelling. So here's the thought. Was the strength of the empire not just in its armies, but in its ability to manage diversity? No empire lasts forever. From the late 17th century, the Ottomans faced challenges, military defeats, economic troubles, and rising European powers. The failed siege of Vienna in 1683 symbolized a turning point. Over time, internal corruption, nationalist uprisings, and external pressures chipped away at the empire's power. But here's the haunting question. Could reforms have saved the empire, or was decline inevitable? By the early 20th century, the empire was known as the sick man of Europe. World War I dealt the final blow, and by 1922, the Ottoman Empire was dissolved, giving birth to modern Turkey under Mustafa Kemal Ataturk. Yet the legacy of the Ottomans lives on, in architecture, law, cuisine, language, and the cultures of the regions they once ruled. From Istanbul's mosques to Balkan folk traditions, traces of the Ottomans remain everywhere. So, was the Ottoman Empire just a relic of the past, or does its legacy still shape the modern world? The story of the Ottoman Empire is a story of ambition, resilience, brilliance, and eventual decline. But its memory still echoes across continents. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe for more deep history stories. Together, we'll keep uncovering the mysteries of the past that still shape our world today.